sickening. And there will be a special mention about Joseph Watkins in the video tomorrow. Now the video...
What's going on, YouTube? We are going to check out this Team Edition Mario Rossi Reds R5R drag modified 5-port badass .21 nitro engine. So give me a few minutes. You see that it's already broken down. Let's take a look at it. Then you already know it's going in the Techno, and we're going to see what it's got. I appreciate y'all. We'll see you in a few. Alright, so let's just get right into this thing. Just watching a little hybrid. Everybody's been doing a little bit less, to be honest with you. It's just so freaking hot outside, man. Things will pick up once we start getting into fall. A lot more outside running, stuff like that. And then some people have a certain window of it, but should be more activity. Anyway, sorry if my voice is still messed up. Still on the tail end of bad allergies and things like that. But anyway, so this has been broken in. It has been run. It's probably got about a gallon, maybe a gallon and a quarter on it. But this engine did take in some dirt, fine dirt. You know, here at the ramps here at the house, it's real dusty, it's real dirty. While back, it's got to be, man, maybe a year. I don't know. It was a long time ago, and filter popped off when it hit, and engine shut down right then and there. So I didn't run it anymore. I just took it out, tried to clean it up as best I could without taking it apart, and then just put it on the shelf. You know, cleaned it up, put it on the shelf, put some oil in it. But it did take on some dirt, so that's what we're doing here today. I'm going to show you all the engine. It's a great engine. It's RCR modified. It's a Reds R5R Team Edition, hand inspected by Mario Rossi himself right there. Team Edition. And I'll tell y'all some of the specs on it real quick. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I don't have a lot of time. We are going through another transition period with employment, so you guys will get as much content as you can. You know, this is what we do to keep an even keel, to stay good. So it's my therapy, man, straight up. All right, people, and we're gonna run this. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm not gonna do it in the video. I'm gonna clean it up off camera. What I used to clean it up is I used alcohol, just your regular household. I think it's either 70 or 90% alcohol. And then once it's all cleaned, you know, clean it up. I blow everything off, make sure there's no residue, and then we oil everything up with AMSOIL air tool oil. Maybe a little AMSOIL metal protector. So this has been run. Let's just take a look at it. And I will tell you, when I get this back together, we are going to run it in the Techno buggy, so there will be another on-road video coming. Maybe be doing some fifth scale prior to that, but definitely this will go in here, obviously, with the end bleed. That's what I'm testing everything on. I'm going back through all my engines that are modified, and I'm testing them out with this end bleed pipe, man. That pipe is so badass. But I'm going to take some advice that I got from a subscriber. Is instead of a 14 bell that we ran on the Bonito, we're going to run a 16 bell with the 4-shoe aluminum. These are the Losi aluminums. They're basically the same thing as the Max Life Dynamites. The blue Losi aluminum and silver springs with the Losi setup, obviously. But new bearings, all that kind of stuff. This is a relatively new bell. We'll have to move our gear mesh a little bit, but I think this will have the best of all worlds. Modified 5-port, modified for mid to top. You're going to see it spool up with a taller gearing there. I think it's going to be better. So we'll check it out. But that's to come. enough of that. Let's go over these parts real quick. Hopefully y'all can hear me over hybrid. I don't want to disrespect him and mute him. So let's take a look at it. Again, it did take on some dirt. I have not cleaned it yet. I wiped some things down a little bit, but I haven't really cleaned it. It wasn't a lot of dirt, but you could definitely tell that it got in there, and you'll be able to see here in the piston and sleeve more than anywhere else. But also here on the crank, you can see where the dirt has, you know, embedded itself in the steel in the crank, and where the bearings are right here, and how dirty and dark it is right here. The fill looks like it's holding pretty good. Your silicone filled crank. You can see where Lance did his work right here on the timing. It's really a nice cutout. I've got some pictures in here somewhere too, a little closer, but it's real distinct on that cut right there. A lot of material taken off of just that one side. And this is factory tuned as well, so I'm sure there are already some existing modifications, but you can see where RCR did his specifically. Just cut that window right out. Looks good. I don't know if that's from the dirt or what. Doesn't look like it's corrosion, but I think the only thing that's been run through this has been Bones Brew. It's probably just dirt. And there you go. It's crank. It's your head button. Definitely tell it's been run, but it's got a really nice color to it. Again, Bones Brew. I cleaned up some of the dirt, but we caught this right away. It shut down, so not really any damage done. I don't think. There might be a tiny bit of really light scoring on the piston. I didn't see anything on the sleeve. Just did nice stuff. Reds, Mario Rossi, you know, Nova Rossi. I think that was one of the sons. I don't know a lot about their family. I just know they did good stuff for a long time. Only one head shim. I still don't have a battery for my caliper. Sorry, Kings. We still need to get you some specs on that, on my Corsa Tech, I think it was. Seems like there's two shims here, but I can't get them apart. Anyway, I'll work on that. Here's your head. I haven't cleaned it up. It's pretty dirty under here. They boast one piece on this. In fact, let me read y'all a little bit about this engine. So it starts out, the new R5R Racer 5.0 has been provided with a brand new one-piece cooling head to improve cooling and efficiency. So there's that. I mean, I've seen this type of LCG head many times, but maybe it was new for that particular one. So also, new engine has been designed with 5-port sleeve and crankshaft timing to improve fuel efficiency and drivability, and is suitable for both buggy and truggy. The new engine is equipped with the best technology to improve reliability and guarantee the best performance on all terrains. R5R Racer factory tuned guarantees the same performance as a Pro engine at a reasonable price. So kind of like Nova Rossi in the day we were talking about in the last video, your higher end, your Mephistos, things like that. This was more of the budget line of the Reds, you know, for your club racer and whatnot. But a very powerful engine, a very well-made engine, just like the lower-end Nova Rossi engines, in my opinion. So every single is hand inspected and compression checked inside the Reds headquarters by Mario Rossi to achieve the highest quality standards. R5R Racer main features 5 ports, sleeve with boosters, HCX horizontal, not the first one I saw, HCX horizontal carburetor, silicone filled and tuned crankshaft, high ceiling, made in Japan front bearing, kind of like the Nova Rossi blue bearings, and of course Swiss made high quality rear bearing there. it's recommended to match it up with the original pipes, manifold, optional parts, which we're not going to do, which I have done. I think I got rid of one of my reds set up in my other reds, R5R. I got that to the local hobby shop to somebody. But anyway, 2104 for smoother delivery and more top speed, 2143 for more torque and mid-range. I like the Hypec stuff, which is basically the same, to be honest with you. And that's it, man. Beautiful engine, very powerful. Give me 1 second and we'll go over the rest of these parts. All right then, let's check it out. Look, I'll watch the chat right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I'm listening over here. Barely. I hope y'all can hear over. Anyway. Alright, let's take a gander. So I already showed y'all this, eh? Looks good. Beautiful. Does have the Reds logo right there on it. We looked at the head button. Beautiful. One shim. We looked at that. Let's look at the back plate, man. It's one of the nice things about this thing. It's just a polished back plate, but it's just really nice. No big deal though. Just a back plate. You can see some rubbage there. Huh. Alright, and then the block, we looked at it. This is what I really need to clean. And I'll clean this whole thing out with alcohol, and then we blow it out and we oil it up really well. Got the O-ring and the carb. And this carburetor tunes really nicely, so I'm looking forward to getting out there and really, I haven't really dialed this in yet. I want to try and dial it in out there, and I'm interested to see how this thing's gonna run on a 16. You know, I like to go roundy round, so the power is good and instant when I'm trying to run the buggy. But definitely, maybe that cop will be out there and he can he can radar it again. I know I can get 52 out of any Nitro engine basically, but I'd like to get more. We'll see what it does. Alright, so anyway, it's just kind of hard to see in there, but the crank is really nice. I got my light here, but I know the lighting's never good in my videos. I'm not a lighting person. Definitely needs to be cleaned up, man. It's been sitting a long time. The oil's real oily, dirty. I mean, not black dirty, but dirty enough. Alright, let's take a look at this piston and sleeve. We'll look at the sleeve first. It's a little bit of work on it, not a whole lot. Most of this was done at the factory by Reds. Lance might have done a little bit, not much, if anything. And these modifications, you know, the engine modifiers will only mod something if it needs it. Most on a drag mod, you're gonna have everything in the timing. Everything's gonna be here in this window right here and here. And this already has some little fangs. You can tell it's already been modified or tuned. And again, I don't see any real scratches. It looks good. Piston, obviously a machined piston, and this is a team edition. You don't see a dimple in the top like you do on most other team editions. Reds, they shave the top. So if you look at it, you'll see two lines here. They basically lap the top of the piston. If you can see right there, it's two lines. And that is a team edition piston, machined. Most people are accustomed to seeing a team edition with a dimple on the top. This one is lapped across. Alright, people, there you have it. What else do you want from me, man? I'm just a little YouTuber. Alright, man, so I don't know if I'm gonna upload this video to you guys like this, or if I'm gonna wait and throw it in with that. When I throw it in with that, it gives me less time with actual running, so probably gonna separate this. Let me turn hybrid down a little bit. Sorry, man, I'll let y'all turn off. There you go. Alright, so what I was saying was I'll probably just go ahead and upload this tonight, and maybe this weekend or next weekend. I do want to do a run with my Baja. Got some upgrades and some stuff going on with it. The gearing's different now. I'm just pretty stoked to get this thing out and run it, man. I got some older Mad Maxes, my Uber Super Spikes. They've been through hell, man. We need to pick up a new set. But once again, we're in a little transition period here, and just like the economy, everybody's sitting back. So, you know, let's go through some of my Nitro engines. Like I was saying earlier, I got a lot of things I want to revisit, things that I ran before when I just really didn't feel like I had a grasp on my tuning abilities a year ago or a year and a half ago. I haven't really been in this hobby a long time, man, maybe 5 years or so at the most, and I don't know, I've just been documenting my journey through 1/8 scale Nitro. So anyway, I appreciate y'all, and we will see you in the running video. Peace.